I don't think that people with serious inheritable genetic disorders should be able to reproduce. So I want to get your guys' opinion first. Do you guys agree with that or disagree with that? Or
No, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think that we should prevent people from, what is it, from reproducing?
What kind of disorders are you talking about?
He's saying
like serious ones that could possibly cripple a child's well-being, such as like Huntington's disease, sickle cell, stuff like that.
You can't tell if your child is going to have sickle cell.
Well, you can for certain diseases if you have a genetic history of it. I mean, generally no. Stuff like that.
But
I would say generally no.
Okay. Well, I agree that I don't think that people with who have either a family history of it or have it themselves should be able to reproduce, because I think that is seriously crippling the child. I'm not taking this from a eugenicist perspective.
Well, that's good. That's a relief. It just sounded like eugenics, but
no, that's fucking stupid.
So wait a second. So
we didn't agree with that, by the way.
No, I didn't agree that we should prevent people from, that the government should be involved in preventing people from producing a child or whatever it was. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, well,
if you want the government to step in when people get a genetics test and forcibly prevent them from having a child, you and I do not agree.
Can I offer an argument for my position?
I mean,
it's
super quick.
It's completely from the perspective of the child. I don't think that you have first of all, I don't think anybody ought to have a child, because I'm an anti-natalist, so I don't think that anybody has an intrinsic right to reproduce.
So let me just be clear. I get it from the perspective of the child. I get what you're saying, and you're going to make an assessment how it is to be a child with that disease, and if they want to, and that they would rather have not existed. I mean, I don't know that. I don't know how one makes that argument, and certainly I don't know how one makes that argument for any given child in that situation, or for all of the children who have ever been in that situation. But let's just look at this from just simply a practical standpoint. In your mind, the government does what? It steps in and either like prevents people from copulating, or it sterilizes people, or it does mandatory abortions. Which of those three would you enforce this with?
Well, I would incentivize people to not have children in general.
Okay. So you wouldn't make it. You're not saying you would outlaw it. You're just saying that you would give a tax credit for people who don't have children, or a gift card.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, you want to give tax credits to people not have children, or gift cards?
But what if they have children?
Great.
What if they have children and they still take your tax credit? Are you going to enforce that through? Well, no.
If you have the children, it's going to be obvious you don't get the tax credit.
Okay, but you take the tax credit.
Yeah.
All right.
So you think there should be a child, instead of like a child tax credit that exists now, there should be a child tax?
Yes.
Okay.
I definitely believe
that's the way we do it.
But only for children with diseases.
No, in my ideal society, any child. I don't think anybody has the intrinsic right to have a child, because you're basically rolling the dice for another human being's welfare. Like you don't know if that baby's going to be born with cancer.
You're right.
You don't know what's going to happen in that child's life. You don't know how they're going to die.
Yeah, but
how about you just give them I'll bet they can just euthanize themselves at a certain age.
Now,
Yeah, and if kids and ask a child with cancer or a child with a disease like the one that you mentioned, do you wish you were never born, or do you appreciate the value of your life as it exists right now? Like, I don't know why you feel you have the authority to make a determination on whether or not that child would value their existence.
No, I don't think you have the right to impose torture on somebody, to impose cancer on somebody.
No one's
That's
imposing
effectively what you
it.
did.
okay. I mean, look,
If
I
you're
got
having a
you.
child,
You know what?
you know-
But you know what? Okay, so let me just get, in your world, there's a penalty if you have children. But you know what? I also think, like, why stop there? Because it's possible that you could get cancer tomorrow, and you're an adult now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would bump up the tax on you, because the longer you're alive, the greater there's an opportunity for something bad to happen to you. And in some way, maybe we just want to disincentivize you from sticking around, and you get a tax credit if you
die.
If you die in a way that's not painful. If you die in a way that's painful, you don't get the tax credit.
No, I don't agree with that.
You don't?
Because if you're
Seriously?
already alive, there's a reason you have a reason to stay alive.
Dude, do you realize the longer you're alive, the greater the opportunity is that you're going to maybe get cancer or some type of debilitating situation? Honestly, the safest thing right now, and I'm not suggesting this, I'm just saying in terms of, like, according to your logic, the safest thing right now would be for us to euthanize, really, in many respects, and do it in a way that we know that is not going to cause you suffering.
No, because you're not factoring into the right of the person to decide for themselves on that.
Oh, I see. So we only do this with
once you're alive, you have a right to control your own body, but you don't have the right to impose life on another person.
But like, can't you impose life on another person with your body? Like, just all the parts you have from your...
So
What? Wait, I don't
like, you're just naturally able to do that.
Listen,
I don't know.
I'm sorry. This is I mean, fun, but it's really sort of silly.
But I think you should run on this platform. I think, run for office and see how, maybe others will be more receptive to, like, an extension.
You understand this is not an argument. This is not an argument that can be won with logic, right? This is just whether you think that human beings should be allowed to procreate or not. And it's
animals too. I think it applies to animals as well.
Right. No, of course you do. And so, no, of course. I mean, that,
Fluffy
yes,
better
of
not
course.
reproduce.
And viruses. And viruses. Right? Like,
well, no, the animal kingdom has even more suffering than humans do. Like, every single day, there's essentially...
Dude, let's just end this all. Let's just end it all. Come on.
There's only suffering. There's no joy in life. Can't we
park this? Can't we park this whole planet into a garage and just let the car run?
Well, that would effectively eliminate all suffering. Is that not correct?
Yes. So that's
yes.
So focus on your Dr. Evil plan to blow up the
give me
planet,
another 30, 40 years, and then we'll talk.
And then get back to us.
Dr. Evil. I'm not in favor of killing anybody. I'm in favor of not producing any more humans or animals. That's it. It's not in favor of...
Cool, man.
You know what?
It's not like this evil...
No, it's not,
okay,
it's not
no,
weird
I know. I got you. I got you.
Evil.
Listen, I got you. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but... I gotta go. Honestly, like, I don't know what to tell you.
No, you have to hang...
It's an interesting idea. But, like...
This is how we hang up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, bye. I can't believe I had that guy on for 9 minutes. I'm sorry. Folks, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
I like how we thought we agreed with him at first. It's like, yeah, so we both agree that we should stop people from having
I'm sorry. Like how we go from a guy who is a DACA recipient trying to figure out how he can stay in a country that he's been living in for the vast majority of his life, with this constant threat over him as to whether he's going to be ripped away from his family and from his friends and whatnot. And then we move to another caller who's like, we have got to prevent animals and human beings, or human beings and animals and the entire animal kingdom.
Excuse me, Mr. Moose, you've been charged with procreating against the law.
Yeah, there's no tax credit for you.
I mean,
chastity belts
right.
for
the thing is,
peace.
the tax credits aren't going to work for me. Well, but no, it's not chastity belts. It's a jobs program, because we will have a whole corps of government paid, basically like castrators.
Yeah.
The animal IRS is going to be amazing. Talk about bureaucracy.
And if no one's procreating, at some point it's just going to be like, they'll be whittled down, and then there will be one final animal IRS agent at age 115.
It's just like, I don't know how to even respond to that. Like, I mean, I'm convinced there's a show out there where that call makes some sense, but this is not it. Like, it's not it. All right, let's take one more call, and then I am not evil. I just want to prevent
this is not eugenics.
Animals and human beings from reproducing through tax incentives.
I just want to do no children. What's that movie where people can't? Children of Men. I just want to do that for real, but it's not eugenics or evil or anything.
Oh God! Calling from 516 area code. I got to tell you, you got a lot to. It's going to take a lot to impress us.